And a good morning. On a serious note, disregard that cartwheel. Welcome to today's video. Today is going to start off not so typical of my recent vloggies. I am clearly going to be getting into pole. And more specifically, I'm gonna be going over a few basic pole moves, pole spins. Now, I tend to get a lot of questions about pole because I do post it quite a bit on my social media. Some of you may know that I decided to just kind of randomly, incidentally buy a pole during COVID because I decided I just wanted something in my house that was gonna get me active because the gym just wasn't really doing it for me. This is actually my second pole. This girl's name is Chanel Aphrodite. We don't really have a name for her yet, but she is the second pole I've ever gotten. She's going to be our special guest today. I've been adamant on the fact that I think poling in general is just an amazing sport. Definitely recommend everybody getting into it at some point. Yeah, I think it's a super great workout. I think it's a super great confidence builder. I think that it is also not as difficult as people may think. And it doesn't really take a ton to feel good doing it and to feel sexy. So hopefully some of the moves I'll be showing will get you there quickly. I do want to preface one thing. I want to preface that I am not an instructor. So take what I'm saying at your own risk. However, anytime you get on the pole, you just want to make sure that you're practicing safety and you're practicing having fun. So moves are, like I said, pretty simple, pretty generic. I'm gonna start with 5 basic moves. I'll also call out that my pole is currently on spin mode. Now, depending on the type of pole you have, you might be able to utilize spin mode if it's a home pole. Usually they do come like that as well. And for the people that are looking out for recommendations of what kind of pole or where to get a pole at, first I'll say this, I did just get this pole from Amazon. Very simple, very basic. They have a ton of brands to select from on there. But if there's anything I recommend with getting a pole, definitely look at the reviews, definitely consider the price point. Usually you can go cheap with a number of things you're buying, but I don't think a pole is one of them. You definitely wanna make sure you're getting a good bet for your money. This is actually not an X pole, but an X pole is what I recommend. I think that X poles, I've heard nothing but good reviews about them. Ultimately, I'm just gonna end up choosing a pole that has a very good base, like a very wide base at the top, to sort of prevent, to kind of just give me that extra layer of hopefully security and safety. So I'm gonna be using spin mode. And if pole is something you'd like to actually see more of on my channel, please let me know because I'd love to incorporate it. But otherwise, I really just wanted to start basic. So let's get into it. Woo! I am ashy. But pro tip number 1 when you're doing pole, you definitely don't want to be very oily, very lotiony. It's definitely gonna affect your grip if you are, so you wanna make sure you either have some sort of sticky tab. For example, I use this Tack 2 pole fitness grip. It's been pretty good to use actually on any part of my body and not just on my hands, so no recommendation for me. This first move that we're starting with is actually one of my favorite moves to teach someone when they're first learning pole, just because it is really easy, but it looks really pretty. So it's gonna be a back hook spin. You do not have to start this in a spinning mode, but if you like, looking at the positioning, it's actually pretty easy. So essentially I can start here. What I like to do personally is I like to take my knee, I take this right leg or whatever leg you choose, face it towards the pole, stick that foot forward, then I take this other arm here and I can maybe start with leaning it against the pole, elbow to the pole like this, with the same inside arm and inside leg. And then I bring this other arm across, bring this right here, right? So essentially in this move, your legs are going to swing up. But watch this first. The trick of this is that when you're in this move, you want for this leg to come up and around the pole, and then you want for this leg to meet it on the other way. So give me 1 second. Let me show you how it looks in a spin. Actually start by getting slowly into this. So if you lean back, practice a lean, your feet gradually lift off, and then you can stop right there if you're getting a little dizzy. But otherwise, that's how you do the back hook spin. This next one we're gonna do is called the Fireman, and it's essentially with your legs crossed in front of one another. Let me break it down. I wonder if it's probably better to jump into this spin or to just kind of start. But I'll show you really quickly what the move looks like. Really simple. That was a little fast. Okay, so essentially what you want to do is have whatever front leg of your choosing, see where that ankle is? You want it to meet behind that ankle, behind the pole. So when you're coming into it, technically, your leg should be kind of like this. And you can create a little bit of space, I imagine, a little bit of distance between your body and the pole. But when you're in the move, it's all the same. Hopefully, you can also manage with getting away with removing your lower hand, whatever that hand is. So now, let's go into it. Okay, a little much. And this next one is called a stag spin, I think. Now, basically, this is a move you can definitely like walk into. It's, again, you're gonna be using both hands. And it kind of follows the same concept of one leg being in front of the pole and the other leg being behind it. Now, usually, in this case, I'll opt to put my right leg in front. But in any case, one leg is actually going to be completely detached. So when you formulate your legs in the spin, it's going to be sort of like a bent position like this with one leg and a trailing behind position of this leg. Hold this here and then just spin. It's really, it's a rather graceful move. Again, depending on whatever leg you choose to put in the front. Again, I usually start with my right. So, and that's a stag spin. Now, the Martini Spin, which is just as fun. Actually, this is going to be focused on, this is one of the first moves we're going to be doing where essentially your thighs are going to be locked in on the pole. Now when you're doing so, or generally just in pole, this grip of these two muscles between the legs, it becomes really, really important. You're definitely going to feel a burn the more you work these parts of your body, but don't let it discourage you. That means you're doing it. Okay, so. So, you definitely, like I said, want to squeeze those thighs together. And again, you can have that leg back, it looks cute, or you can also have your legs sort of out, you know? You can have them out, you can have it straight, but this is actually going to help you get into whatever other move that you should decide you want to do. And now, saving the chair sits for last. So the chair sit is a very common move. Definitely probably seen it in the context of pole before, but I think the most important thing when it comes to chair sit is just really getting that like core strength so that you can have a well-controlled spin or sit. So you have to really engage all those muscles there. Either way, what you can do is you can start with essentially one hand across the body, the other arm up. Essentially, I guess, of your choosing, depending on your right arm, left arm preference. Either way, you just want to make sure that the inside arm is the one that's raised up here to the top, I imagine. So, if you want to practice or do like some conditioning to help you get there, you can start by just kind of hanging on here and then lifting up the legs accordingly. That's a little slippery, but that's pretty much the position you're going to take. So, yeah. Let me actually show you a little bit of what that would look like. And look at that, the sun is coming right out. Super, super simple and super, super cute. And I think there's a lot of conditioning that'll probably help you get like pretty comfortable with raising that lower body as much as you'd like. In pole, we do something like this where we essentially place our bodies in front of the pole and then we bring our legs up and down. And it really helps to build that core strength. Nevertheless, I really, really hope that those moves were helpful. For anyone that's just now getting into pole, please don't be discouraged by the mishaps in the beginning. Keep going, you got this. The benefits you reap in the end are going to be amazing. So, yeah. With that in mind, we went over a few promos. Let's jump into now the rest of the vlog about the PSO competition. Hello, hello, hello. It is bright in the middle of the afternoon for me, hence why the sun is beaming in here. Love the lighting. I straightened my hair because I ain't gonna lie, I was chopping a little hard at it a few weeks ago and I just needed to know what the damage was. So I'll probably take it out, show a little bit. So I don't know if you can see it. Well, I hope. It's so bright, I can't even see anything. I know my ends are split. I had a really traumatic experience like a year ago where I went to the salon and I asked for a trim and she cut off 3 inches of hair. So me and salons are a little bit right now. Interesting enough, I don't know, I've been so congested the last few days. Oh my God, my eyes are about to water. Give me a minute. Ugh. I am a little stuffy, but not feeling under the weather per se. I woke up this morning and the first thing I did was I went outside. I did a little bit of retail therapy. I went to Nordstrom and got some stuff I needed. Also grabbed some Starbucks, and then after grabbing the Starbucks I went to sit by the water. There's like this area, essentially like a parking lot, where it's behind a restaurant near the pier, and I kind of just go there sometimes because it's really secluded. No one's really usually there, and then sometimes I'll just journal or write. Time to just listen to music, reflect, whatever. I'm really sad I didn't bring my camera with me this morning because one thing about it, the view when I got there of the mountains, I'm pretty sure it's the, I think it's the Olympic Mountains. I think it's the Olympic Mountains. Or it might be the Cascades, I don't even know. I actually stopped to get these. I stopped to get these flowers. These flowers are for Alex because she is going to be performing tomorrow at the PSO competition. Now, if you don't know the PSO competition, it's that high grade girl. Around pole and pole performance, Alex is quite literally one of the best polers that I've ever met. And she's so great, and I'm so excited for her to see how this competition goes. So I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow. I'm gonna try to see rather if I can get my camera into the competition tomorrow so I can actually record a bit of it and show you guys, if Alex allows me. But we're gonna see how that goes. Nevertheless, I'll see you in just a bit. Okay.
She did say that. So her mama might make that.
Why you put it right in his face?
Oh man.
Hello to the camera, all.
So they were
T-minus 2 hours.
So they loud behind you.
T-minus 2 hours until Alex goes. Keep it posted.
2 minus 2 hours until Alex's show.
Yeah.
2. 2. 1 2.
I heard, but 1 2.
2 hours.
Say hi to love.
That's good.
That's good.
Out here supporting Alex, you know, she about to win.
Yes.
the performance, Alex won. First top in the category.
We knew
she
that.
is not one to be played with.
We knew that.
First
but, you know,
place. She
yeah.
ate what needed to be eaten.
Top two, not two.
No crumbs left.
Okay? Nothing on that plate. Licked it clean,
Okay.
babes.
Wait.
Okay.
You heard?
Y'all know what?
You gotta turn it on.
Oh, you said John, what you gotta say to camera?
Somebody get him and then first place. Come on, where's she at?
You know.
Come on, champion.
Wait,
So all we do is
She-
win, win,
she's
win,
like
no matter
family.
what.
Yeah, hit him with something. Nah.
What? Nah, I don't got nothing. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I thought I was trying.
Okay, honey, Stinky. First place.
That's so juicy.
Period.
You know, surprise in the crowd too.
Right.
Like it was just,
Like,
we
oh,
got
it's
the
just
element of
like,
surprise,
cool.
like the thrills. You know.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
You next? You next? For performance?
You know, I was thinking about it.
You should.
I was like either pole or ballroom. It's one or the other.
Both of them.
Both of them. Alrighty. Y'all say bye to the vlog. I'm gonna end the vloggy for now. Good job. Great job, Alex.
My little camera.
Okay. Ooh. Ah. Okay. On a separate note, I am just now getting back from the competition and from a day with friends. I had so much fun today. Today was just such a good day. It was just so much fun. Like, chef's kiss to today. I loved the competition. So much respect to the pollers. So much respect to anyone participating in that, because it takes so much courage, I would imagine, to put yourself on that stage. And yes, much respect. Yeah, I love the pieces that we saw. To top it off, Alex got first place in her category. And I'm just so proud of her. She deserves this a ton. And I think that it's just great to have friends that are testaments to, like, you know, putting yourself out there and doing what it is you want to do and checking off your goals. You know what I mean? Like, just so much respect. But yeah, today was just a great day. Today was a great day. Today was amazing. Basically what we did was, after the show, we also went out to eat. We got brunch, and it was just such a funny time. Then we went to the bookstore, loved that. Walked a little bit through the Sunday market. So it was just so peaceful. The weather, though it's chilly here, it's like bright, sunny outside. So love that as well. Hi, sorry, I forgot to wrap up that last clip. So I'm just here to say thank you again for watching. The week, amazing. The weekend, amazing. Enjoy the rest of your week. Do something great. Do something amazing. Make yourself happy. Make someone else happy. And kisses for now.